Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we do The Young and the Restless recaps and reviews soap opera show. We're going to be discussing and recapping the episode that they aired today, January 19th, Thursday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, my time zone. We're going to get right on into it because it was exciting today with Devon getting his memory back and he putting Hillary right back in her place prior to his accident. Okay, he's status quo. Divorce time. I wonder how much it's gonna cost him to get rid of her and for her to keep her secrets to herself. Ooh, I tell you the truth. Then we got old crazy ass Sharon putting Dylan in all sorts of trouble and costing him possibly his life because she slept there and just had to know everything about where her man is and where he at and why he ain't called. I'm like, now he told you, and Paul told you, serious assignment, life and death. Why the hell you gonna go and try to play detective where your husband at? Ooh, I hope if he do make it back, he divorce her and go on about his business. Cause the lady that he probably slept with, she'll probably come up pregnant. Okay? So that's where we're going. Miss Alexandra is the one I'm talking about. But we move on from there. We go into the first scene. We have Devon is at GC Buzz, and Mariah is definitely apologizing to him. Very heartfelt apology to Devon about what happened the night prior to his accident. Then we have Ashley is getting on Jack's behind for possibly letting Phyllis steal their creative genius, Robbie, from their company. Then we have Kevin. Kevin is telling Paul he left Sharon alone in his office and she must have found the cell phone in the desk because he didn't leave it out, where she could find it or anything. So she was just snooping around and she found it. So Paul said he's going over there to talk to her again about stop snooping, stop interfering in their case where Dylan is concerned and which may possibly cost his life. But anyway, we go to Dylan. Dylan is finally meeting with Fist, but it's not the way he wants to see him in action or his goons. Fist trying to make an example of somebody, and he's beating him up real bad. Where his goon is, he ain't doing nothing. And then the goon takes him out back and shoot him, and that's supposed to, I guess, send Dylan a sign that if you ever cross him, you don't do what you're supposed to do, or you come up to be fake and phony, you're gonna have the same end result with your life, just with this young man you just got finished doing do work on, and then just killing him. Okay. Then, like I said, after hearing a gunshot, Fish closes the door so he can still continue his transaction or verbal conversation with Dylan and his sidekick, Alexandria. Um, and pretty much setting the tone that, if you ever cross me, that's going to happen to you too. Then Dylan was like, you don't have to show me that song and dance. Been through that. Doesn't faze me. It is what it is. Okay? But Fist is still not considered convinced of who Dylan really is. We go from there, we go to Paul. Paul takes no for an answer when he comes into the house to talk with Sharon because she's trying to like not let him in because she know he there to cuss her ass out about interfering in Dylan's case. But Paul tells her he knows about her snooping and calling Dylan. She's looking shocked, like, really, Sharon, really? So then Michael brings Kevin some basketball tickets by the police precinct uh, excuse me, as a thank you for taking in their mom. Okay. And of course, Kevin is saying, I'm going to need a lot more than this because she ain't staying permanently with me. This is just temporary. And he said, I'm going to need plenty more tickets like this, too. Then we leave that situation. We go to Phyllis. Phyllis comes to see Michael for some lawyer advice because she is trying to steal or pick Robbie's brain and pretty much bring them over, possibly bring him over to Fenmore so they can be a dynamic duo and bring Fenmore's clothing line store up in the black. Okay, for its revenue. Then we have Mariah. Fills Devon in on all the blank spots or the details that he have somewhat forgotten about or he thought was a dream. And it seems like he got the full picture of what happened that night, and he's not happy about it. He had to go sit down on that one. That drop of tea. We go to commercial, we come back. We have Hillary trying to make nice with Mariah, and Devon thanks Mariah for what she told him. Then we go to Phyllis. Phyllis is trying to see did she cross any lines with talking with Robbie with Michael, and he's going over the comes and goings of the law and the legalities of it all. He said, "No, you're fine." So then we go to Jack and Ashley. Um, Ashley's trying to get Robbie to sign a contract, and Jack's already drawn up the contract. They're having dinner at some club because it's not the yacht club, I don't believe, but it might be, but I'm not really sure. But that's nor here or there. And of course, Robbie is aligning himself with the allegiance of staying with Jabot, only because Robbie, he likes his job, but he loves Ashley, and you can tell that. He's just in love with her, puppy love, whatever you want to call it, but she got bigger fish to fry. Okay. And of course, Gloria's meeting again to discuss the formalities of the overtaking of Fenmore's behind Lauren's back. Then we have Dylan. Dylan is getting nowhere with the negotiation with Fisk, and he's getting scared. We go to commercial, we come back, we have Dylan is still trying to convince Fisk that he's a legit person. Okay, then Sharon still being silly with all her lies and snooping around. She got to Paul's emotions, but Paul tells Sharon business is business and don't do that ever again because you're really placing his life in danger. Then we go to Devon and Hillary. Finally making it back home, Devon is pouring himself a glass of scotch, vodka, something strong, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because he finna either get ready to cuss her out, throw her out, or do work on her. You know what I'm saying? Then Devon finally tells Hillary he remembers. He remembers everything. He remembers what happened to him prior or before, during, and after the accident. Then Harry's looking shocked and stupid as usual. We go to commercial, we come back. Hillary is trying to save her marriage by telling anything this man want to hear, meaning Devon, but then she goes back to her old natural self and she tries to blame Mariah for everything. Okay, he's like, nah, I'm not having that one. Then Devon is not believing anything Hillary is saying about their marriage and really why she wants to still be with him. Then we leave that situation, we go to Jack and Gloria. They still are trying to talk over strategy. Gloria's talking about getting married to this big older guy who got deep pockets and he's interested in giving Lauren the money to get her out of the red. And Michael knows him too, so we'll see what happens with that. We go to commercial, we have Paul. We come back from commercial, we have Paul. He gets back to the station and he talks with Kevin about his visit to Sharon. And he tells Kevin, yes, she admitted to going into the desk, making a phone call, this, that, and the third, but she knows now not to do that. Then we go to Mariah. Mariah has come home to tell Sharon about Devon and Hillary, and Sharon confessed to Mariah what she did to put possibly Dylan into harm's way. And Mariah said, "Damn, my day just cannot get better. I'm coming home trying to tell you what happened to me about Devon and Hillary, and them seem like they're gonna get back together, which is the worst possible do ever. Then you're gonna tell me you put yourself or insert yourself in an investigation that Dylan is undercover working and you probably put his life in danger. Oh, it can't get no much better, she's saying. Okay, then we go to Dylan. Dylan is meeting his boy, he's making his deal or going to Pier 1 or Pier 13 from what he gathered, but it doesn't seem to be going that smoothly. Okay. Um, and he's getting scared about the situation. Then we have Devon is drinking his glass of alcohol and just listening to all of Hillary lies until he finally tells her their marriage is ugly. She's an ugly person inside. And from the start to this point, he don't want her nor the marriage anymore. Go to commercial, come back. Hillary's trying to talk to Devon about not breaking up their marriage. Devon tells her to get the hell out of his house. She's toxic and they are over. Hillary don't know what to do. She's just sitting there looking stupid. And he don't kind of mosey his little slow self, achy body into another room. Like, I'm just too disgusted to even look at you. So, he pretty much left her to her own devices. Then we have small talk still going on with Ashley and Robbie. You can tell he's still smitten with her and he's in love with her. Puppy love, whatever. First time love, maybe. But Ashley just don't know what she's getting herself into. Then we have small talk going over with Jack and Gloria. And trying to finalize their plans when Phyllis walks up on them. I don't know if she heard the conversation, but she sees the two working together or they having some kind of connection together and she's not liking it. Then we go on to Phyllis. Okay, I saw that part. Then we have Mariah is trying to reassure Sharon Dylan is okay. Somehow the glass picture that Sharon had on the table, something it breaks. Then Sharon gets all willy nilly saying, maybe that's a sign that Dylan is dead or he's not, doing well in his assignment because of her and this, that, and the third. Okay, we go to the last and final scene. We have Dylan is being taken to another location than what Fitz had told him to take him. He's trying to get out the car, but of course, he's in a car where everything's locked. He can't get out. It's almost like a police car. When they got you in the back seat, you don't have no operation where you can get out. You can only get out if the cop lets you out. So that was the Young and the Restless that aired on January the 19th, 2017. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so at this time. And please like and share my videos globally. Okay, thank you guys. Take care. Talk to you tomorrow.